Welcome back to another chess video. Today we are going over why Hikaru Nakamura is one of the greatest chess players of all time. Now, he plays Diddy in this game, and he may win, he may lose. I won't get into much detail, but I just want you guys to know that this chess match was the greatest chess match of all time, easily, without a doubt. This chess game was played in 1373, right after the Mariana Trench got intercepted by TIE fighters, actually, and that's why we don't see TIE fighters to this day. Is the Mariana Trench actually swallowed them whole? Now, the reason they're playing this chess match is Hikaru was accusing Diddy of fondling kids, and Diddy was like, "Nuh-uh," and Hikaru was like, "Yeah." So they were like, "All right, we're gonna have a game of chess," and that is kind of just the opening to this chess match. Now, a few disclaimers before I go through this game. Diddy is the black pieces, as you can see, and Hikaru is the white pieces. The reason they did this is because the white pieces get to move first, and at this time, white people were just better at everything than black people. You know, and that's why they let Hikaru go first. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into this game. So Hikaru, he goes here. This is a classic Hikaru. Very very typical Hikaru Nakamura move here. And Diddy, he's prepared for this. He knows Hikaru's gonna play that move. Diddy responds with one of the most controversial opening moves, d6. And this move, really, what you're doing is you're getting ready to take the knight. And obviously, Hikaru being Hikaru, he's prepared for this. He goes knight out, blocking any attack. Diddy takes the pawn, and this is all theory, by the way. This has happened at least 3 billion trillion times. They've pretty much memorized the first like 600 moves of this chess game. They've already memorized. So I don't even really know why they're playing it, but we'll get to that later. Hikaru goes here, and this is why Hikaru is so good. Is he realizes he can lose a pawn in order to create counterplay, and and Diddy, instead of creating counterplay, Diddy creates foreplay. And what that is it's when Diddy is known for being very inappropriate to people. And when Hikaru played this move, Diddy started to massage Hikaru, his neck, and Hikaru was kind of annoyed by this. And he was like, "Diddy, just make a move, okay?" And Diddy was like, "Fine, all right." Takes. Hikaru takes back. Now again, this is all standard stuff here. This typical position with the bishop ready to come out and the rook ready to guard. This has happened so many times. And Diddy, he goes here, and this is really, he's trying to get to this pawn, and then get the bishop, and then get, what's the best way to get the rook? And then get the rook. That's what he's trying to do. And Diddy, I don't know if he did. Did he? I don't know. He goes here, really solidifying his pawn structure. His queen and bishop are really powerful in this position. The rook's getting ready to castle, and the knight isn't great. The saying goes, "A knight on the edge is smedge," and we all know smedge is Latin for nasty. And Hikaru goes here, and he's baiting Diddy into forking him, and that's what Diddy does. He forks. And the reason this is a bad fork is because in positions like this, you're actually allowed to take the knight, and only in positions like this, when your bishop is here and the knight is here, you can take. And this is something that they recently introduced, and Hikaru knew about this, and Diddy didn't. Um, Diddy Diddy was just super cocky and arrogant, and he didn't think about researching the rules. And Hikaru did. He put in the work. So he takes, and it's also a check. And you know, Diddy has 4 moves, 5 moves. Sorry, Diddy has 5 moves. He can either block with the bishop, block with the queen, move the king to one of these 2 squares, or block with the pawn. Now, you might be thinking the best move is to block with the bishop, but that would actually be incorrect because you would simply lose a queen. You might say block with the bishop, but that you're just losing a bishop. It's not worth it. So the best move to avoid this check is to actually play this move, because you're supposed to play on every side of the board, not just the middle here. You're supposed to do things on the other sides of the board. Hikaru, it's not really a mistake, but it's not the best move. He retreats. You're actually supposed to take the pawn. He retreats, and the reason it's not great is because Diddy gets some counterplay, and he plays here. Now there's a line here, and again, this is all theory up to this, even past this point. There's a line here where you can take with check, and kind of weaken the king. You get your rook in, and then your knight will kind of like, I don't know, do something like that. But Hikaru plays it safe. He goes back, and this is what they call the Pyramid of Giza opening. And look at how cool that looks. That's really cool. Looks like a rocket ship. And Diddy sees his opening. He goes here, and this is what you call the greatest move of all time. And it is. I haven't seen a move as good as this since the World Cup. Hikaru's still waiting for this queen to move like somewhere so he can take that pawn. So he just plays a waiting move, and he plays this move. He could get ready to play here or here. It opens his bishop up. I don't know why both of his are on light squares, but that's kind of just how it happened. And Diddy goes here, and Diddy's really getting ready to just bulldoze Hikaru. Hikaru has no idea what's going on. Hikaru, he could end up dead if he's not careful. But that's what we love about him, is he is careful. And he plays this move. Now it looks like you're losing, but you actually have your queen and pawn here. So Diddy takes, because obviously he takes. And we get to this position where, your queen is a little more active than black's, but black has a really strong bishop on the d12 square. And the rook, can come in for some exchanges soon. The weakest piece in this position is this pawn. And Hikaru sees this. Now Diddy ended up missing it, and Diddy plays this move, which, I mean, it hangs a rook, unfortunately. But you're stuck between choosing, do you take this pawn and then get this rook, or do you just take this rook? Now some people would say just take the rook, because this one's not guaranteed. But it kind of is guaranteed if you take the pawn, and Hikaru didn't see that. He thought, if takes, then maybe the queen will just jump over and take. So he takes the rook. Solid move. Don't love it, don't hate it. It's a solid move. Now in this position, Diddy goes here. And this is painful to watch because if you move here, discovered check on the king. So you have to trade. And now this is being hit again. And in these positions, these pawns do end up very weak. Now Hikaru he goes here. Now you're starting to see what Hikaru's trying to set up. He's trying to set up this really cool checkmate. Diddy doesn't care though. Diddy goes here. They trade pieces. Check. And Hikaru goes here. Now Hikaru is pretty solid in this position. Diddy, on the other hand, is busy. He's busy lubing up right now. He's honestly kind of sick of playing chess at the moment, and he kind of wants to just not be playing chess. He would rather be, at his famous parties. But as you can see here, Hikaru plays here, and this is what it's all about. He loses a bishop, but he gains a rook, and he simply plays this move and here, and this is where you start to see it's pretty much over. Hold on, no, he plays here. It's pretty much over for Diddy. And Diddy just finishes up lubing, and he's like, oh my gosh, I should have been paying attention. I'm losing now. And Hikaru's like, yeah, it's too late though. And he plays here. And this is insanely good. This is what you call a plane, where you have the fork with the two lines drawn, and then this guy. And it looks like an upside down plane. Or that way. I don't know. Or a sword. And you have to go here, takes, and this is a beautiful fork. Beautiful fork here. Check. And we get to this position where it's pretty much hopeless for Diddy. And Diddy he tries to play a few moves here. Check. But it ends up just being too overwhelming. Is that a stalemate? No, it's not. Okay. Here, check. Here. That'd be a stalemate, wouldn't it? Here. Here, 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 check, here, 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 check, checkmate. And Hikaru wins this game via checkmate. And this was easily the greatest chess game I've ever seen. I don't know about you guys, but this game was glorious. Yeah, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Stay tuned for some more videos.